Leopards, though admired for their stealth and power, have become a growing problem in many rural regions. Recent reports indicate that over 2,000 livestock losses per year in parts of Africa and South Asia are directly linked to leopard attacks, costing farmers millions of dollars annually. Beyond livestock, leopards also threaten human safety, with incidents of attacks on villagers steadily increasing. The problem has escalated as expanding farmland and shrinking forests push these predators closer to communities, creating daily conflict between people and wildlife. How can farmers protect their livelihoods while facing such a dangerous predator? What strategies should hunters and local authorities adopt? Stay tuned to this video to uncover the full story and possible solutions.
Got him.
Hunting leopards with guns in South Asia is a pursuit that combines danger, strategy, and tradition. Across the rugged mountains of northern India, the dense jungles of Nepal, and the remote valleys of Pakistan, leopards have long been feared and respected predators. Their ability to adapt to varied landscapes, whether stalking through thick sal forests or ambushing prey along rocky ridgelines, makes them one of the most elusive targets a hunter can face. Every encounter with a leopard is marked by uncertainty, as the hunter often realizes they are being watched before they even catch sight of the animal. The preparation for such a hunt is as important as the hunt itself. Hunters rely on powerful rifles, often chambered in calibers like .308 Winchester or .375 HNH Magnum, to ensure stopping power against a fast and aggressive charge. Local trackers, who read subtle signs such as claw marks on trees, faint pug marks in dusty trails, or alarm calls of monkeys, play a critical role in leading hunters into leopard territory. Without their knowledge of the land, the hunter's chances of even glimpsing a leopard are slim, as the animal blends seamlessly with its environment. Patience becomes a hunter's greatest weapon in South Asia. Many hunts involve long hours of waiting near livestock pens or bait sites, where leopards are known to strike at night. Sometimes, days pass without a single sign, testing the hunter's endurance and resolve. Yet, this waiting game is part of the thrill. Each rustle in the undergrowth, each distant growl, could be the moment the predator finally reveals itself. The anticipation builds into an intensity few other hunts can match. When the leopard does appear, the moment is both breathtaking and terrifying. Known for lightning speed and unmatched agility, a leopard can leap or vanish in a heartbeat. Hunters must steady themselves, aim with precision, and act decisively, for hesitation could mean a lost opportunity, or worse, a sudden heart attack. In these high-stakes moments, the line between hunter and hunted feels dangerously thin, and the adrenaline surge is unforgettable. Success in such a hunt is not just measured by the final shot but by the ability to outwit an apex predator on its own terms. A downed leopard represents more than a trophy, it symbolizes mastery of patience, skill, and respect for one of South Asia's most cunning predators. Hunters often describe the experience as humbling, acknowledging that the leopard, even in defeat, embodies strength and wildness that cannot truly be conquered. Ultimately, hunting leopards with guns in South Asia is not for the faint of heart. It is a test of courage, discipline, and instinct, carried out in some of the most challenging terrains on the continent. From the first step into the jungle to the final moment of the hunt, every second demands focus and respect for the animal's power. And long after the rifle's echo fades, the memory of facing such a fierce and elusive predator lingers, a reminder of the fragile balance between man and the wild. So, what do you think? Would you have the patience and courage to face such an elusive predator in its natural domain? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more thrilling hunting adventures. In the Ngorongoro region of Tanzania, lions frequently leave protected areas to attack livestock, destroy corrals, water tanks, and even disrupt entire grazing operations. In 2024 alone, over 1,200 animals were killed by lions, forcing the government to spend more than $2.5 million on compensation and emergency response. For local herders, these losses go beyond money. They interrupt livelihoods and cause tension with wildlife authorities. Property damage continues to rise as lions adapt to human presence, making traditional defenses less effective. While conservation efforts focus on saving the species, rural communities bear the cost in silence. With both lion populations and conflicts increasing, what have people here done to reduce this growing threat? Let's find out in this video. Hunting lions with a gun is considered one of the most dangerous and demanding activities in all of big game hunting. It's not just about chasing a predator, it's about facing an animal that can easily become the hunter. For those who choose this path, it requires not only bravery but also precision, planning, and complete mastery of their weapon. Unlike methods that rely on bait or hunting dogs, this style demands a direct encounter, often at dangerously close range, where decisions must be made in just seconds. The first and most important factor is choosing the right gun. Lions are strong and resilient animals, so only rifles chambered for large calibers are allowed. Most professional hunters recommend nothing smaller than a .375 HNH Magnum, while many prefer stronger options like the .416 Rigby or .458 Lock. These rifles are built to deliver massive stopping power while still maintaining shooting accuracy. Bullet selection is also crucial. Soft point or bonded core bullets that expand on impact are preferred, as they create maximum internal damage while minimizing the risk of overpenetration.
Predators.
Once fully equipped, the hunter must rely on tracking skills to locate the lion. This includes reading terrain, identifying fresh prints, and understanding lion behavior. Professional trackers can often determine the age of tracks, the animal's direction of movement, and whether it's resting or hunting. Following these signs through grasslands or brush, the hunter must move carefully, using the wind to stay downwind and avoid alerting the lion. Silence, patience, and sharp observation are essential. Lions are often found resting under trees or in tall grass during the day, so spotting them before they spot you is a matter of survival.
Hey, well done. Vidare. Okay.
When the lion is finally located, shot placement becomes critical. A poorly placed shot can wound the animal, triggering a dangerous charge. The ideal target zone is the vital area just behind the front shoulder, where the heart and lungs are located. If the lion is facing forward, a chest shot is possible, but only for skilled marksmen who can hit the small area between the shoulders. Most encounters happen at close range, usually between 40 to 80 yards, so there's little room for error. The hunter must stay calm, control their breathing, and squeeze the trigger with total focus. However, lions rarely drop instantly, even when hit in a vital area. Their muscular build and fierce determination can allow them to run or even charge after being shot. That's why every hunter must be ready to fire a second shot immediately. Many professional hunters insist on a backup shot as a rule, not an exception. In some cases, the wounded lion may vanish into thick cover, turning the hunt into a high-risk pursuit, where the predator could be waiting just a few feet away, ready to strike. This phase of the hunt is especially tense, and everyone involved must be fully alert and armed. confirming the lion is dead, the scene must be approached with caution. The professional hunter leads the final steps, ensuring the animal no longer poses a threat. Only then does recovery begin. The lion is tagged, photographed for records, and fully documented according to local and international regulations. This includes reporting to authorities and starting the trophy export process, which is strictly regulated under international laws like CITES. Every detail must be accurate, or the hunter risks legal trouble and delays in transporting the trophy.
Jeszcze raz. Przeładuj.
This form of lion hunting isn't for everyone. It's not about numbers or convenience, it's about challenge, responsibility, and deep respect for the animal. Facing a lion without bait or dogs means relying entirely on skill, discipline, and courage. It tests not only your aim but your judgment under pressure. For those who succeed, the reward isn't just the trophy, it's the knowledge that they stepped into a lion's world and emerged with their life, their story, and their respect for one of nature's greatest predators intact. Do you think this method shows the most respect to the animal and the greatest bravery from the hunter? If you enjoyed this deep dive into lion hunting, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. In Ireland, crocodile attacks have become an increasing threat to both safety and survival. In 2025 alone, property damage has exceeded $1.2 million as crocodiles tear apart livestock pens, destroy fishing boats, and drag valuable nets from rivers and coastlines. Entire communities are living in fear. Families are afraid to let their children play near water, and fishermen risk losing their livelihoods with every trip. These apex predators strike with incredible speed, often at night, leaving behind shattered enclosures and devastated incomes. The damage is not only physical but also deeply emotional and economic. How much longer can island communities endure this crisis? What realistic strategies, whether fencing, habitat management, or relocation, can be put in place to finally reduce these deadly encounters? Let's explore in this video. Hunting crocodiles with a gun is not an ordinary sport. It's a high-risk pursuit that demands precision, patience, and an unshakable understanding of your target. These ancient reptiles are survivors of time, shielded by armor and instinct. They don't charge like wild boars or wander like lions, they wait. Silent. Motionless. Hidden just beneath the surface, revealing only their eyes. For a hunter, this means the opportunity to strike is brief, and the pressure to deliver a perfect shot is immense. One mistake, and the crocodile slips underwater, leaving behind only ripples and the heartbreaking reality that you failed. In those moments, your skills are tested not only as a marksman but as a student of nature itself.
Good shot.
Chasing that up.
Shoot him again. Shoot him again. On the shoulder. On the shoulder.
Shoot again, behind the shoulder. Behind the shoulder. One more. One more. Make it down slow.
The golden rule in crocodile hunting is, always aim for the kill zone. There are no second chances. The brain lies just behind and slightly below the eyes, protected by thick bone, but vulnerable to a clean side shot. A direct hit here will drop the animal instantly. Slightly lower, the spine and heart are also viable targets, especially when the crocodile extends its neck while basking. For this purpose, only high-powered rifles will do. Popular choices include the .375 HNH Magnum, .30-06 Springfield, or .308 Winchester rifles, powerful enough to penetrate bone and muscle with authority. A smaller caliber might wound the animal but won't stop it. And if it escapes, not only is the hunt wasted, but you may have just turned a cautious predator into a wounded, unpredictable killer.
Yes!
All right.
Good job!
Full stick. Right, come. That's it.
Experienced hunters know that crocodiles are creatures of routine and rhythm. They return to the same sunning spots day after day, often at similar times, especially in the late morning or early afternoon when the sun is hottest. By scouting the terrain, identifying slide marks, claw prints, or droppings, you can predict where the animal will emerge and plan your approach accordingly. Many hunters spend days studying patterns before ever raising a rifle. That level of dedication often leads to quiet success when the hunter lies hidden in natural cover, breathing slow, finger resting lightly on the trigger, waiting for the croc to rise and settle into its vulnerable position. In these moments, timing is everything.
Hey!
Another effective yet lesser-known method is hunting from elevated ground, such as cliffs, embankments, or even man-made blinds. Crocodiles are cold-blooded and love basking in the morning sun. If you've scouted properly, you'll know where they like to hole out of the water. From above, you gain both a safer vantage point and a better angle for a precise headshot. The key is to blend in, stay low, and remain silent. Sometimes, you may have to wait for hours without moving, sweating in the heat, swatting bugs, breathing lightly. Then suddenly, a shape rises from the river. A crocodile. It crawls slowly onto the shore. This is the moment where everything depends on your knowledge of its habits, your aim, and your courage.
I got it.
Heading.
He may have.
But the most overlooked strategy is understanding their behavior. Crocodiles don't wander aimlessly, they follow rules. They move with the tide, return to hunting routes, and revisit the same resting spots. By reading tracks in the mud, observing fish migration patterns, or studying seasonal water levels, smart hunters can predict where and when a crocodile will appear. This isn't folklore, it's field science. By positioning yourself near choke points, narrow crossings, or shallow inlets, you control the environment. When that crocodile shows up, you'll be ready, not guessing, not chasing, but waiting with a steady hand and a clean shot. And that is what real crocodile hunting is all about, not luck, not aggression, but the careful, calculated application of skill. Do you think this method is dangerous? Do you have other hunting techniques you'd like to share with us? Leave your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss another video.
And again. One more. Okay, but he's fucked. Come, let's go there quick.